Welcome to my show, Reflection. You are over here with Sorethia. And I got my whole crew, and you know how we do, baby. When I pull up, I shake shit up, Reflection. I leave things on brains, but you gotta understand everything over here is alleged. Is what I heard now. It's just what I heard around the street, up the block, up the corner, on Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, Reflection. And I rolled up and pulled up 3 times before I got here. So you got to do your own. You got to do your own research, reflection. Now, with that being said, let me turn my music down in my spaceship, baby, because you know how I do reflection when I pull up with my crew. We shake shit up. Now, we are back for part 3 of the Nature Boy series. For everybody who don't know who Nature Boy is, you ain't really miss shit, reflection, but you can definitely go and check part 1 and part 2 out so you can get a better understanding of who Nature Boy was, what he stood for, and different things like that, reflection. But for all who don't know, I'm gonna play a little clip to kind of catch you up, reflection, and then we're actually going to go into you actually see. Yesterday we was talking about Nature Boy took my money and how Velvet ass was in. She was a peach of a victim, just a little peach, not the whole piece of a victim, just a little peach of that red velvet cake was a victim, reflection. Allegedly, let me put my shit up here. Allegedly, okay. Now, with that being said, reflection. Nature Boy actually had made a live, reflection, from jail. He made a live from jail. He actually responded, and the judge caught his ass, reflection. They caught him like a mice with a rat trap. I said with a rat trap, with a cheese trap, reflection. Okay. Now, with that being said, not only that, reflection, his wives was actually accused of bringing a little something into the jail, reflection. When I tell you they are real ride or die, reflection, these I don't know, this is a different type of spell. This is a different type of spell. Y'all need to keep the salt and pepper and shit off his plate, allegedly in the jailhouse, because he's over there creating magic, reflection. He still got a little strong peach up a hold on their ass for them to be still trying to risk it all, reflection, by taking shit in the jail. Allegedly, it's just what we heard. We don't know this now, reflection. Then it got to be something. I don't think in the woe off. I don't think the do you believe in magic has officially wore off. Okay, so for everybody who don't know who we talking about, let's go over this video so you can have an understanding of who Nature Boy was and what he stood for.
This is part two of Eligio Bishop Fate as well as Velvet's interview. Eligio Nature Boy Bishop was found guilty of all 5 counts. He chose to participate in the trial in jail because the judge had C19. Now let's remember, he said that disease was not real and that C19 was not real, but now he does not want to compromise his health. Interesting. Now he's raising his right hand before he makes his statement before being sentenced. Be reminded, while the victims and the other witnesses read impact statements, he was for the shenanigans, making all these gestures and laughing. And his first question, as he was addressing the court and the victim, was, "Are you happy?" And then repeatedly said he still loves them and forgives them. Well, the judge said he was a narcissist and some other things and sentenced him to life without parole plus 10 years. So, in my words, I summarize it all to say, Eligio, don't worry and be happy. Outstanding. Now, let's hear the rest of Velvet's interview that I did almost 2 years ago. And her story never changed. And the other thing that I want you to be mindful of is that the entire video, which talked about DV, and there were other panelists that shared their story, you can definitely see that entire interview and video on Speaking from the Purple.
So basically, right there, what she was talking about is when he went to court, reflection. If you missed part 1 and part 2, he went to court and shit, reflection. And the judge had a little bit of that. You get what I'm saying? Shh, don't tell nobody. And he was like, "Listen, I'm not finna go in there jeopardizing my health." And the judge said, "You weren't worried about jeopardizing all them goddesses' health and shit out there at the camp. Get your ass in here so we can do this judgment, baby."
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. What? People defending him are sick and brainwashed. He gave that girl a STD the CDC never seen before? Whoa, I missed that part. Somebody send me the link, tag me or something. I don't know how y'all. I don't even know how to send people stuff on TikTok for real. Y'all, what? Where do I look? Where do I find what video I need to search? Because I believe it. I believe it because that's a real demon. Like when I say I know I'm finna be woo woo, but I told y'all I saw the man Shay Shift. That mom that might not be all the way. I know I might be reaching. But baby, what? He got them super things. I mean, I'm not surprised.
She said, now it was alleged reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. Everything over here is alleged. It was alleged reflection. Remember that he had gave one of the girls a super bug. A super bug, some of the doctors ain't never fucking seen before. They said, where the fuck did this shit come from? How did you create this shit? What who laboratory did this shit come from? Allegedly, reflection, that's what the doctor said. Teresa wasn't even there with the doctor. Reflection when her legs was up to the moon. Now it was said that Nature Boy, remember, he was telling these people that he can heal them. He can heal them, and it was also alleged that he even had one of the members there to stop taking her medication, and she passed away. Reflection passed the fuck away. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Okay, now what she's basically talking about is this super. It was called a super bug reflection. Remember, everybody that was in the bed with everybody. Okay, it didn't discriminate divine masculine, divine feminine. Everybody got to jump in the bed allegedly with Nature Boy. Okay, I don't reflection. I guess they was exchanging energies. I don't know. Hit the like and subscribe button. We trying to figure out what the fuck is going on over here in the Nature Boy. Uh. uh I don't know if I want to call it a call or a kingdom reflection. What the fuck is it?
Found him guilty on all counts. Channel 2's Tom Regan, live for us now at the DeKalb County Courthouse with the latest. Tom?
Yeah, George, that defendant, 41-year-old Elijah Bishop, was accused of running a sex cult and raping a former follower when she tried to leave back in March of 2022. He was also accused of posting sexually explicit pictures of the victim online without her consent. Well, after deliberating for about 7 hours today, the jury returned its verdicts. Judge Stacey Heydrich read those verdicts in the last hour. Let's listen in.
Count one, how does the jury find? Count one is rape. Guilty. And count two, false imprisonment. Guilty. Count three, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Guilty. Count four, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Guilty. And count five, prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. Guilty.
Bishop, who was not in the courtroom to hear the verdict, he was sitting in a separate jail courtroom because he was concerned about getting COVID. Court employee contracted COVID earlier this week, and he was worried he was going to spread. He did not take the witness stand in this trial, but the jury heard from a police interrogation that was conducted following his arrest. He vehemently denied raping this woman or denying her her ability to leave the cult. Sentencing of the defendant is expected perhaps in the next hour, and he could receive a life sentence in prison. Live at the DeKalb County Courthouse, Indicator, Tom Regan, Channel 2.
Okay, reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. Everything over here is alleged. We talking about Nature Boy dirty feet ass. Okay, so with that being said, reflection. Not only that, during the trial, reflection. Not only was he complaining about he felt like his safety was being jeopardized. Reflection. He had these girls actually bringing shit into the jail. Reflection. It is alleged that he had these ladies, excuse me, I mean to call them girls, these ladies bringing shit into the jail. Now this is just alleged. We're not saying that he convinced them to do it, but we like reflection. What is really going on?
The Nature Boy cult is going down. Shout out to my supporter Ani for sending me this article, y'all. I didn't even hear nothing about this. And is that Zoka? Why did I think Zoka left Carbonation? I did not know she was back in Carbonation. Maybe I missed the chapter. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch my series, because I thought Zoka left, y'all. I thought she left twice, if I'm not mistaken. Why would she go back to a cult whose leader is currently in jail? Now the whole damn Carbonation finna be in jail. They caught these two bozos trying to smuggle, look at the picture, y'all, trying to smuggle cell phone chargers, 2 pair of binoculars. What was he finna do with binoculars? What was Nature Boy finna do with binoculars in prison? Rolling papers, earphones, multiple cigarette lighters, a razor, 3 Husky T4 Star Tools. What is that even? A Swell Pro drone. A drone, y'all. What was he finna do with a drone in jail? A battery pack, a bullhorn. Who needs a bullhorn in jail, y'all? And 48.3, don't forget the .3 of marijuana. I mean, just dummies. They finna get smacked upside the head with some felony charges over this bozo. I am in disbelief, y'all. Lord, please free them girls from the mental prison of stupidity. They are literally locked in to being dummies. And I feel so bad for the children. Because, child, we're not even going to get into how... Don't free them. They need to sit down. They need...
Hit the fucking like and subscribe button. I couldn't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Reflection, them motherfuckers trying to go in there with bullhorns and shit. Reflection, this gotta be some strong. Do you believe in magic? Cause he believe in him. He believe in them. Reflection, what the fuck is really going on? They jeopardize everything. They bringing in marijuana, allegedly, but it's just what we heard. Reflection, they bringing in bullhorns. He said, listen, give me about 6 lighters and shit. I need 6 of them and I need a bullhorn to let them know. Let them know that Kangi said reflection. Hit the fucking like and subscribe button. What is really going on? And it has been alleged. Go do your own research. He got some of the same shit going on within jail. He said shit didn't stop it. He just kept it going. Reflection. Yes, it is alleged that he got a little organization going on in jail. Now, Tarithia don't know this. Just what I heard up the street, around the block, up the corner now. This is just what I heard. But let's watch this video. And after we watch this video, we're going to come back and we're going to listen at what he had to say from jail.
The defendant, Elizio Bishop, is charged with raping a woman who wanted to leave his religious group that he called Carbon Nation. Our own Court TV, Ted Rollins, has a closer look at the case.
In this video, I will be teaching you how to think. And I know a lot of people are already saying, mind control.
The alleged cult leader of Carbon Nation, Elizio Nature Boy Bishop, was arrested after a former cult member claimed he posted revenge porn after she left him.
But truly, I'm a really sweet person. They want to crucify me, they want me dead. They're going to hate around me. They can feel it. That's like any other prophet. Only me, I'm the return of Christ.
Carbon Nation is a polygamous group that believes in nudism, sexual education, veganism, and that members hand over all financial information to their leader, Elizio Bishop. He has amassed significant followings on YouTube and Instagram. A former member of his group spoke with an Atlanta news station.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification, my passport, my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it.
Court documents claim in March of 2022, Bishop raped one of his members after refusing to let her leave. He then posted, the allegation says, the videos onto his social media pages.
So it's like, lock up all the real men, all the dominant males. Let's lock them all up. You know what? I still forgive her.
Bishop is charged with rape, false imprisonment, and 3 charges of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmissions. He's pled not guilty, claiming she consented to participating in the sexual acts and has never held anyone against their will.
I want to apologize if I offended anybody in any kind of way. I said it, the truth, in the wrong way. I stand by everything that I stand by.
The trial kicked off yesterday with opening statements. We want to take a look back together at some of those highlights. First, from the state and then the defense.
The thread that runs through this entire story, really from the very beginning, is a desire, a thirst for knowledge, something on a spiritual level, something that transcends eras, cultures, distance. Young people experiencing and coming out into the world on their own for the first time, longing for a kind of knowledge spirituality, of belonging. Eligio Bishop promised that. He promised that he had all of the answers to all of their questions, the answers to their prayers, and that he could fill their spiritual voids. He alone could speak the truth. He alone showed them what they could be, in tune with nature, living off the land, a communal sort of paradise. Newell first saw Eligio Bishop and his group in a restaurant where she worked. She was 22. It was about 2018. She was intrigued. The way they dressed, the way they talked, they seemed so genuine. She kept in touch with the defendant online, and she was planning a trip overseas to Bali. Instead, she left home and joined the defendant's group. Another thread that runs through this case is power. This defendant's desire to maintain power over the people in his group. There was this atmosphere of fear and violence within the group, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Who was going to be next? Power, accomplished through the ever-looming threat of physical violence. The second part of that preface, though, what the defendant did with that power. The answer to that, the evidence will show, is sex. You will hear, again from the former members, that this defendant had his choice of the women in the group. When he reached his room, he grabbed her in his arms and literally would not let her go. She was crying, and she told him she had to leave, that he would not let her go. He asked for sex one last time. She told him no. She had to leave.
Now that's something right there, reflection. I'm finna get my shit and I'm finna get ready to go. And the last thing that you think about with me is a little wham bam, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. He ain't shit, reflection. How many times I gotta tell you that, baby? But anyway, with that being said, for anybody who don't know about Nature Boy, and they're like, what was he teaching? What was he teaching? Let me show you a little something. Let me show you just a little pinch of a clip, reflection. And then we're gonna go to what he had to say in jail.
Iller than me, nigga. I've seen a lot of great niggas. But I haven't found one nigga iller than me yet. Not even one nigga like. The only nigga I know liking to me is Yakin. And he believe in God. He don't believe he's God, but he got his woman saying that Yakin is his God. Yakin is their God. But he don't believe he's actually God. I try to tell a nigga he's God. He said, no, I'm not. I said, oh, okay. He ain't ready either. So then I realized this nigga didn't know he was God. I found another nigga that knew he was God in his mind, but wasn't living like it. He ain't living like it. Oh, nah, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna just let them, I'm gonna call them my employees. Why you lying? If you were God, they your worshipers, they your slaves. What are you talking about? These peoples is your slaves. What are you talking about? These people are my slaves. I'm a God. I have slaves. I have worshipers. I made these motherfuckers. I'm a God. What do you mean, employee? Employee means that they're owned by the entity that owns the number. That means you giving away your souls to what? You give away your souls to. You're giving away your souls to what? You're giving away your souls to the system. So they don't work for you. They work for the system, the money. These niggas work for me. And yeah, they goofy, but so what? I still got it. And I can upgrade it. It'll get better or it won't get better. So what the fuck what? I still feel like a king right now. I still feel God right now. I ain't got to wait to get a lot of money because I'm God right now. And eventually the money gonna come to me. What I'm telling you is I'm that nigga right now. And I've always been that nigga. And I ain't gonna let nobody not tell me that I'm not that nigga. You understand me? Now, I respect everybody's laws. I respect the jurisdiction of this is my land. Y'all niggas is here on my shit. Understand? You here on this house, mine. This whole block, mine. This earth, mine, nigga. Do you understand me? These women, mine. These men, mine. All black people, mine, nigga. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel me? You know, something so small is talking so big. Mine, nigga. And I mean that. And I love you.
You see what the fuck I'm talking about? How many times did he say I, and how many times did he say me, and how many times did he say mine? That's where you fucked up at. Now I'm not saying what he wasn't saying was a little pinch of the little pinch, a little pinch. Now that's what they do. They put a little pinch of the truth and fuck the rest of it up. Reflection. You can't throw a little sugar, just a little pinch of sugar on a whole lot of shit. It's still shit. That's what it is. It's still shit. Reflection. Okay. So now you got a better understanding of his mindset and his mentality. He liked to throw a little bit of truth in there with a whole bunch of shit. And he forgot, if you want to run, did you hear him say those women are mine, the men are mine? Reflection, that's how they listen. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? He's not looking at them as an equal. He's not looking at them as we all are equal and we finna, maybe you not at your highest vibration right now, but we gonna get you there type shit. Reflection. He looking at it, listen, y'all are my motherfucking slaves. That's basically what he just said. Did you not hear him? Reflection? Because I heard him. I heard him crystal clear. That's why I didn't understand. He said it ain't like he ain't telling these people where they stand with him in his mental and in his life and in his mind. Reflection. He's letting them know. He's letting them know. That's how you know this is a big ass form of do you believe in magic or this is just some old shit. Reflection. This is just some old shit. Drop in the comments and let me know. I heard you in the background saying, damn, Taretha, everything ain't do you believe in magic. No, reflection is not, but tell me something. Don't you think that look at this one more time and tell me, is this not do you believe in magic?
Iller than me, nigga. I've seen a lot of great niggas, but I haven't found one nigga iller than me yet. Not even one nigga like. The only nigga I know liking to me is Yakin.
Flex, you better hit the like and subscribe button. Y'all better know what's going on out here. You better know what's really going on out here. Reflection. Okay. Now, with that being said, remember he's incarcerated or whatever, and the wives actually hence shit stop. Really, reflection. They are still keeping things, or somebody's still keeping things going while he is incarcerated. Because listen, he made a lie from jail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be what's this guy that went to jail with Megan Thee Stallion? I'm not about to be that some people. I'm not. You're not about to shut me up and let no one know what's really going on. These guys falsely arrested me for rape, put me in here and investigated the whole thing to put some charges on me that wasn't true in the first place. Now because I won't take they offered me 10 years, you know what I'm saying, and I would have to only do 2 in prison. Then they said that I would not. I said I'm not about to sign up as no sex offender. They said, okay, we'll make it so you don't have to sign up for a sex offender. That's how desperate they was for me not to go through with this trial. And then the next thing they're desperate about is hiding that interview. Because if you listen to the interview, she never gives the police any, because the police are coaxing her into a rape. They had in their mind sexual assault. But it was like, we know you had sex, but did you ever say no? You don't have to say that to a rape victim. A rape victim's going to come to you and say, he raped me. She came to you for revenge porn. Then she told you we made love 4 times. She told the story 4 times. We're going to post, go to my YouTube page, Nature Boy TV, and go listen to the interview with the police. Listen to the interview. She tells the story clear out. This is what they won't play in court. They played my interview, but they won't play her interview. Why? Because it exonerates me completely. And it shows that I was never supposed to be arrested in the first place for that. They charged me with a false charge. It's a malicious prosecution. They never had any intentions to do anything good because what's her name? Mrs. Coleman, the T went to detectives. The T went to the detectives, sent them all these videos and stuff like they do that at every place else I've been. They were supposed to do a proper investigation. Had they did that, they would have realized, oh, this man ain't do nothing. But they said, we're going to get him on something. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this parade up of a cult leader. We're going to see a real judge. The judge is against me, too. That's why they're using this judge. Because if I had Asha Jackson, who is the chief judge, who told her to go home yesterday, I don't know if y'all see the video clip of when I told her I'm not comfortable being in here right now. And she's like, oh, you have no other choice. We're going to move forward with this with or without you. I'm like, how do you move forward in the trial without me? My lawyer's giving me ill advice because he's telling me to come in here, during COVID. I mean, with you having COVID, he's putting my life in danger. So that's not good advice from my lawyer for him to tell me to come in here. So I would like to fire my lawyer. You're not firing your lawyer right now. Your lawyer's doing a really good job. Why? Because he's doing things the way you want to do it, railroading me. You're not giving us any objections. My lawyer have it on file. She's going with the prosecutor the whole way. She's being biased the whole time. And obviously she has attitude with me and doesn't like me because it's caught on camera. So So I'm not getting a fair trial, and it's coming out. She's shaking, or if you're watching her closely, she's shaking in her boots because my lawyer's giving her law and giving her objections that make sense, but they're trying to find any little thing to get away with what they're doing. They're like, oh, yeah, well, there's this one case. There's one case law right here. I'm like, oh, my God, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go with that. No. Anything we ask for is no. You know, you put stuff in that confuses a jury, and then you say, oh, we gave you a fair trial. No, you didn't. Because if we was dealing with just her and me, I would be innocent. Because you would have to listen to the interview with the police. Listen to the interview with the police. She told them we'll make love. She told originally, if you listen to the interview with the T, the original interview with only the part where she's telling you exactly what happened that night. That's the most honest story she's given. Because no one had got in her head yet. This is her own story. Then you hear the T plant in her mind, do you think that was sexual assault? And she was like, no. Then you can hear after that, right after that, she says it was fake. Well, he thought I wanted was dick, but I wanted love. Then the T is saying to her group that's trying to get me locked up, she should go to the police. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's like, yeah, I know. I told him to go to the police, but she's not going. She said she doesn't want to do that. And then boom. Then right after that, the T contacted the detectives. The detectives drive out to Natiri and do the interview. When they do the interview, Natiri tells them a story. They're investigating about the revenge porn. So when they investigate and she tells them, then you say this. Then the detectives on there like, this guy's a clown. This guy's a bad person. You love him. Yeah, I know you love him, but you love a bad person. We need to jam him up. We need to put him in prison. We need you to prosecute. Without you, we have nothing. Okay? He's an asshole. This guy's a bad guy. We need you. Without you, we have nothing. Exactly. Because they had nothing without her. So then they were desperate. So what they do, they was like, I know you said you had sex. Was this consensual? Why would you have to ask somebody that got raped, was it consensual? This is why they won't play it in court. Because you're coaxing her, and why would you ask her that? Then she says, I don't know what you mean by consensual. Because now she's trying to get the head. I said, did you say no at any time? He said, well, I said no, I didn't want to be there. But that's not a rape. You get what I'm saying? So she says no, she didn't want to be there. And then it goes into, she asking her, was it consensual 6 times? Go listen to it, y'all, on my YouTube page if you want to know the truth. If you don't want to know the truth, if you hate me, that's fine. But I don't deserve to go to prison. I know y'all want to see me out there getting this, you know what I'm saying, doing me. The funny thing about the haters is, if I get locked up and I go away for life, you have no more content. Think about it. Okay, so I got to go. Love myself.
Did he say if he get locked up and go away, we ain't gonna have no conscience? Is that what he said? What? But tell me, Sarethia didn't hear that shit right. Tell who reflection. See, that's when you got a big ego and you step completely out of you have stepped completely out of the matrix reality, your reality, everybody reality. Baby, I don't know how many spirits could have a hold of you, but I'm just saying, reflection. All he talk about is me, I, me, I, me, I. And how you got slaves and how you can get all these people to worship you and how you get what I'm saying. I don't hear shit about the enlightenment. I don't hear shit about the message. I don't hear shit about people saying that, yes, ever since I went to him, I became so I have ascended so much on my spiritual journey. I'm not hearing none of this. So in your reality, you are doing your big one, but to the rest of the world, you ain't doing shit. To the divine cosmic law, you ain't doing shit. To the divine goddesses, you're not doing shit. You ain't doing shit, but in the way sound like to me.
Because astrology goes right into biology. But let's stay focused. The sun is DNA. That is the mind and the all. DNA is in a sense, everything is made up of cells. Everything you see is made up of cells. And the center of all cells is what? A nucleus. And the nucleus of all cells is what? DNA. And in that DNA is a certain amount of genes that are turned on within that DNA that gives that organism its shape and form. True or false? True. Okay, so that means that we are all, and these peptides, these nucleotides are called what? There's 4 nucleotides. What do they call ACTs and Gs? These are the.
Now, I'm not saying reflection that he wasn't trying to, you get what I'm saying, do a little enlightenment. But my thing is this: you can't do one good thing and then do six fucked up things. It don't balance it out. You can't teach me something, then treat me like shit and spit on me. You can't do that and still want to be a king, or you get what I'm saying, a great leader, or trust to have yourself a motherfucking kingdom. You can't do that. Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. It's time for me to crank up my spaceship because I feel like I'm about to get started. But before we leave, remember, let's touch on this too. And if you want to know more about Nature Boy series, definitely go check out Sean David Way. Again, that's Sean David Way. That's where I got this clip from right here. Reflection. He covered Nature Boy a lot before his arrest. Okay. So with that being said, remember I told you it was a super bug. I don't want nobody out here talking about Terethia. Now you over there putting STDs and shit on people. Know the fuck I'm not. Listen.
Explain it. You just
You're not ready for that level, huh?
What level? You ain't seen nothing yet.
I just told you.
After a amount of time had passed by, I had got an illness, a sickness, a mental disease that had manifested in my physical body as what we would call the herpes virus, the simplex virus. I had caught this illness as a symbolic imbalance of the mental imbalance that I had going on in my life. And that's when I completely woke up. I was like, oh my, like I just started, it was like a veil was lifted from off my.
Who was that? Reflection. I can't make this shit up. Don't have to read it. Remember, she went over there originally with her man to Nature Boy said he was a healer. He said that he could cure these people of these diseases and different things like that. Come over here, we're gonna live off the earth. If you got some lumps and bumps, we're gonna clear all that shit up. You're gonna be smooth like a baby's ass. Allegedly, that's what he said. I wasn't even there. Reflection. I didn't say it. He could have never emptied out my bank account. But what I'm saying, I don't give a damn for one, but $2.22. This is mine. Now you can get the 22 cents. You can have, listen, I'm caring and sharing. So you can get these 22 cents. But this $2, I wish you would touch it.